Hi, my name is Steve Nomura. Today I'm going to talk about how you can find cash buyers basically for wholesale deals. Wholesale is one of the safest way, least risk strategies in real estate investment business, because usually if you don't have an end buyer, cash buyer, you don't close a deal. In this sense, wholesale is the safest way, least risk transaction in real estate investment business. All right, then how we can find the buyer, basically cash buyers. Ideally, you're gonna have a lot of cash buyers list before you get the deal. Okay, and then if you get the deal, you're gonna send that property you got to those cash buyers. Then if you send one property to 10 cash buyers, 20 cash buyers, maybe one of them are interested in buying property from you. Then you make a purchase sales agreement or assignment contract with the end buyer, and then you can close your deal, or you can assign the contract and let them close a deal. You can get paid as an assignment fee. In this sense, how you can find a cash buyer, how you can build a buyer's list is crucial to do wholesale business. The number one is MLS. If you can access MLS, that's great. If you don't have access to MLS, you can find the investor-friendly agent so that you can work with the agent. What you have to do is, in the MLS, you can find what kind of transaction that deal was. Okay, you can find the finance section, and then there's a FHA or conventional or cash. You can find the cash transaction. Then if you check more detail, who is the buyer of this cash transaction, then you can use other website, white page or something, that you can find the cash buyer's contact info. If that's a company name, you can Google it. You can find the company contact info from the Google. Or if you go to the Department Treasury, then you can find the billing address of the new owner, cash buyer. You can contact with them through mail. In this way, you can find the cash buyer through MLS. This is the number one way to find the cash buyer, especially if you are focusing on certain areas. Then you can find out, close the deal for last several years. Then find out cash buyer. Maybe if you find one buyer is buying several property in the same area, those cash buyers are really target for your wholesale deal. Also, the agent, if you check the agent who closed the deal, who brought the cash buyer for those properties, those agents might know more cash buyers who are interested in buying those property in those areas. Therefore, you should contact with, you can find out agent who brought the cash buyer to that area, the property in the area, and then you're going to contact with those agents and then ask them to bring the cash buyer for your deal. This is the number one way. Okay. The second, Real Estate Investors Association or other investors club. You can participate those kind of investors association meeting, and then you can connect with other investors. Especially if you go to the those kind of bigger events, lots of people, different type of people are attending those events. For the last 10 years, I've been to those meetings many times. And in my case, in the beginning, I was trying to find out cash buyers, but later on, I was a cash buyer, and then I was saying, I'm a cash buyer, I'm looking for the wholesale investors. Then I'm going to find out a good deal from the wholesale. That's why I was attending those REALs meetings. But if you try to find out cash buyer, the opposite side, you go there and asking, I have a good deals, I'm finding a cash buyers. Then maybe you can find out cash buyers. You can connect with them, you're going to make a relationship. Those people can be a good cash buyer for your wholesale deal. Number three is auction. If you go to the auction, of course, all buyers are have to be cash buyer. They have to bring 25% of the purchase price as a certified check. Then rest of the money going to be brought to the office by 2 o'clock next day. Anyway, those participants are basically cash buyer. Sometimes buyer themselves are sitting there, or sometimes representative of those cash buyers are bidding the game. But you're going to contact with those people and find out who is a cash buyer and which area they are buying properties. Then if you find those cash buyer in your area, those are very good target for your wholesale deal. And number 4 is the Craigslist. Okay, Craigslist, if you go to real estate section, then you can find the buyer. Okay, then you're gonna check the who is buying properties. Sometimes a cash buyer is asking the property in certain area. Of course, those are good target for your wholesale deal, but also you're gonna put the ad as a seller. It's called ghost ad. You don't have any property yet, but you're gonna put picture and then for sale by owner sign in the Craigslist. Then you're gonna put 4 bedroom, 2 bath, investor special, handyman special, whatever. Then you're gonna put the price, the cash only. You're gonna attract cash buyers who are focusing those areas. Then you can build a buyers list. It's a very good way to build a buyers list in your area. Then number 5, Facebook. If you go Facebook, there are many different type of real estate groups. Then you can find cash buyers group, wholesalers group. There are cash buyers, serious cash buyers in the cash buyers group too. Therefore, you're gonna be part of this group. You're gonna put your property in those groups website, Facebook. Then you can find the cash buyer for your property. Number 6, bandit sign. Honestly, this is the first method I use when you try to build a buyers list. Okay, if there's a certain area you're focusing on, you're gonna put the bandit sign. This is also ghost sign, ghost ad. Okay, 4 bedroom, 2 bath, brick, investor special, code, number. Okay, this is a ghost sign, and the people are looking for the property in those areas. Call you if you put the cash only, cash buyer only, or investor special, handyman special. Those people are basically cash buyers. Therefore, if you put the sign in your area you're focusing on, those cash buyers who are calling you a sign is a good candidate for your wholesale deal. And number 7, there are several websites that can provide a database of the cash buyers. Okay, if you go to some rare website, Real Estate Investors Association website, sometimes you can find lots of cash buyers. Okay, lots of private lenders or hardware lenders or contractors. You can find the cash buyers list on their website too. Also listserv.com. Also, you have to subscribe, but you can get a lot of cash buyers database. I personally using Realtors iOS. Yeah, I can show you briefly how I'm using this Realtors iOS software to find the cash buyers. Hi, this is one page of Realtors iOS, and I click the lead pipes. You can see lots of properties. Then I just put one of the zip code in the south side. I put the 60652. You can see lots of properties here. And then I also clicked under lead pipes. I click cash buyers. Okay, therefore those are all properties that owner paid in cash. Okay, let's click one of these. You can see the owner's name and the mailing address. If you look at the mailing address, this is different from the property address. It seems like this owner purchased this property as a rental property in cash. Therefore, you see already even small this area, even this kind of small area, you can see the hundreds of property that owner paid in cash. You can see lots of cash buyers. If you check property address and mailing address, if there's a different, most likely those cash buyer bought this property as a rental property in cash. If you reach out those cash buyers in those mailing address by sending letters, they might be interested in buying another rental property in cash. In this way, you can find lots of cash buyers through this Realtors iOS. Therefore, you're going to decide which area you're going to focus to buy properties. Then you're going to check the same area, who bought in cash, who is buying rental property in cash through this Realtors iOS. In this way, you can build lots of buyers list through this Realtors iOS. If you like it, please click the like button. Also, please subscribe, and please check the Facebook and our website in the description. If you have a questions and comments, please leave it in the comment section down below. Thank you very much.